My name's Beans. Most of y'all know me as Nori. I am a member of the Appalachian Adventures Dungeons and Dragons group, and I am presenting you all with this sock puppet recap video. A couple weeks ago, our group was fortunate enough to be able to have an in-person session of Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't played with these guys in person since my senior year of college. It's been a hot minute. We decided not to film the actual session because we didn't want technical issues bringing us down and not having as much fun as we would if we just played. So I was like, I'm doing a sock puppet recap. And my friend Katie, who y'all have met before, she pops up in the back, does the pun count, decided to help me out with this great project. She co-founded this idea. So thank you to Katie for helping me with this. And also huge thank you to our friend Jacob, who has absolutely no affiliation with this group. We just dragged them into this last minute. So thank you, Jacob. We greatly appreciate it. Different Jacob, not the Jacob in our group, our friend Jacob from school. But yeah, without further ado, I present y'all with Appalachian Adventures Sock Puppets. And go. When last we left our heroes, they were in the basement of the church. Garm and Fiona decided to telecommunicate, and then proceeded to tell Nori to take Ismark upstairs to distract him to keep Garm's secret that he is a sentient bear safe. Nori did a good job. She took Ismark upstairs and she was guarding him. They were having a great time. And then suddenly, she heard a knock at the door, telling Ismark to stand back. As Persephone Koronova walked in, Ismark's courtesan. They embraced, and then they heard a loud noise from downstairs. What the fuck? It was Garm. They proceeded to then go downstairs to see Garm as a bear. Ismark got the confession from the priest and gave Fiona the honors of sentencing him to death. Being her relation with it was he had killed a close friend of hers, she was very happy about it and enthusiastic. Die. Yeah. Good judgment choice, I think. Just to make extra sure that, bodies aren't going to come back to bite us in the ass, Fiona decided to burn the body of the vampire son with Fireball. It went well. The party then went back to the mansion and then proceeded to go into town to see what was the problem with the water supply. Well, they found out real quick that there were a bunch of freaking zombies in the bottom of the well. So, the party being the party, decided to take care of it. The party brainstormed for a little bit about the best way to possibly get these zombies out of the well. They settled on making a net. Petra, Garm, Oceanus, and Nori, being the closer to seafaring folk that the group had, decided to work on the net together. It went pretty well. They made a pretty solid net and, were able to use it. Once the zombies had been removed from the well, they did it in batches, by the way. They proceeded to then attack them and stab them through the nets and, blast them with spells, take care of business, as the group does. Fiona throwing some magic pebbles, Petra, taking her axe to things. It was a great time, quality time. Garm had his own way of handling things, like elbow dropping them and splattering blood and guts over the entire party. The group wanted to make sure the well water was safe, and they stood around debating on the best way to check it out for a while. Nord decided it'd be a great idea to jump headfirst into the well. Even though Persephone had spider crawl and could climb down in there, she handed a rope to Garm, proceeded to dive down in the well. He hauled her ass out, said, "No, bad idea, you're gonna die." She got mad. He proceeded to call her hormonal. She got mad. Very mad at him. The group eventually got the well cleaned out, one by one, carrying water to the forest. Somewhere in there, Petra outed Nori's pregnancy in front of Persephone. That was supposed to be a secret. Now Nori and Oceanus are kind of miffed at Petra. It's going great. The group's fine. Everything's fine. By the time they got the well thing figured out, it was like almost midnight. And they saw a flash of green light and decided to go to the cemetery at night. Nori then proceeded to see the ghost of her father, Desmond Highlander, her own ghost, and the ghost of her boss, which, she didn't know was dead. To be frankly honest, she didn't know her father was dead, and seeing her own ghost shook her up pretty badly. So she's not having a great time. Yeah. And they walked back to the house, and that's where the session ended. So we leave our heroes in utter shock. the introduction of a alternate timeline multiverse kind of thing going on, and everyone's just tired and covered in zombie guts, except for Fiona, because Persephone blocked that. So, we'll see how next session goes. Thanks for watching. Bye!